we are missing some trolls. Seems like every day, whether it's on my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, or even Twitter, somebody posts a message reminding me that, Colin, you don't know the numbers. 85% of white people who are killed by crime are killed by other white people. Well, that's really it's untrue and it's unbelievably misleading and deceitful. So I keep offering to make a wager with the trolls. I keep saying, okay, we'll go to any of the top 100 metro areas in the country, even places where they don't have a big black population, and we'll look at the newspaper, and we'll just identify these people who are being killed on the street, whether it's robbery. I don't want to use the word random. Whether it's two strangers just happening to meet. And we'll see if the black on white violence is wildly out of proportion, as I say it is. Because every time a troll says, Colin, 85% of these things are white on white, I remind people that the black on white is like 50 times greater ratio than white on black. And here we come to just a perfect example of this in Winston Salem, North Carolina. I heard about this on my YouTube channel. Somebody just dropped a comment in there and said, hey, Colin, do you see this? Just in Winston Salem, the guy just killed the guy for no reason whatsoever, walking down the street in Winston Salem, North Carolina. I looked into it. Yep, there it is. A guy named Robert Bradford Hall. He lived in Lexington. And he was just walking down the street in Winston-Salem. This black guy named Stephen Christopher Edwards pulls a gun and shoots him in the stomach. Kills him. There were witnesses, including friends of the people who dropped me the note on YouTube. Now, if we didn't know who the people were, if we didn't know who shot this guy, Robert Bradford Hall, would any of you trolls really be willing to make a wager based on your 85% statistic? You really would do that. You'd go broke and I'd get rich if that were the case. But every time I hear one of the trolls say that, and I say, okay, let's bet on it, we'll do that. It's like, where'd the troll go? They're gone. All the trolls. It's like kryptonite. All you have to do is ask them to take an action or back something up, and they're gone forever. I mean, I don't like that. To me, because when we do stuff on my YouTube channel or my articles, it's 50% about this incredible level of black mob violence and black on white crime and black criminality, wildly out of proportion. That's half of it. The other half is how people ignore, deny, condone, excuse, encourage, and even lie about it. And so I really like having the trolls around because they're the ones that come in and really show the viewers on this YouTube channel and my Facebook page. They're the ones who really demonstrate the second half of that. How people are in such denial, such dangerous denial. How people go through these stages of denial, deceit, delusion. Just like this case here in North Carolina. This is not unbelievable. There was no robbery. Guy pulled a gun out and shot the other guy. Was there a reason? Who gives a damn? Was there a reason? Do you really think that white people are going around at 1 a.m, like making weird comments to black people and giving them reason to, even if they did, would that be reason enough to pull a gun out and shoot a guy? Kill him? Is that the new normal? In lots and lots of places, it is. Let's take another look at a new normal. Down in, where'd this one happen? Let me see. Oh, yeah, over in Syracuse. So the cops get a call in Syracuse, New York, over some kind of drug dealing or something. So, they respond. They roll up to a house, see a bunch of people standing around, go into the backyard. There's Saya Ridgway. Looks like she's carrying something. I shouldn't be giving away these inside cop things, but, cops are trained to figure out how to know if you're carrying a gun or not. I mean, this is stuff that gives them a reasonable cause for a search. They could tell, like, if you're running away, you know, like say you're running down the street. If you keep putting your hand on your waist, that's a sign you're holding onto a gun or your back pocket or something like that. Anyway, Saya happened to be carrying a sawed-off shotgun. So she took off. I think she walked away. That's a sign, like cops, you know, hey, what's up, Saya? What are you doing with that shotgun? So she wouldn't drop the shotgun. I think she may have pointed it at them, but she ended up getting shot. Her Facebook page is full of all these pictures of her holding her shotgun. All the incredible drama that was in her life with all of her different romantic partners. And so her life was all like the life of Saya. Her life was all about basically dressing as if she were a guy, as if she were a thug guy, with all the baseball tilted caps, with all the tattoos, with all the gang signs, with all the rapping, the whole thing. That was her lifestyle. Part of that lifestyle is defying police, running from police, having contempt for police. And maybe she thought part of that lifestyle was it's okay to point a gun at a police officer and ignore his commands to drop the gun. So that's the new normal. Guess what? A lot of people will tell you that it is. We hear that's the new normal at the debates. How many clips do we need from the Democrat debates where they keep repeating the greatest lie of our generation? That black people are relentless victims of relentless white racism all the time, everywhere. That explains everything.
What we have to do is end over-policing in African-American neighborhoods. When we talk about a criminal justice system, I would hope that we could all agree that we are sick and tired of seeing videos on television of unarmed people, often African Americans, shot by police officers.
The first guy we talked about in Winston Salem, the guy who died, his life kind of, his death was just somebody threw a pebble into a pond, and it really didn't create a lot of ripples. Not a huge obituary for him. He had family. He had a small family. His parents and grandparents were still alive. Saya's death was a whole different story. I mean, she's got thousands of people leaving comments on Facebook. A good chunk of them were kind of the tone of, yeah, it looks like another black person got shot by another cop for no reason whatsoever. The woman was carrying a sawed-off shotgun. Anyway, if you're ever down in Syracuse or in Winston Salem, it's funny. I spent time in both of those cities when I was a kid, traveling up and down the East Coast. I worked in a carnival when I was 19 once for 6 months. So we went all up and down the East Coast. We went directly from Syracuse to Winston-Salem. And so I remember both of those towns very well. Not well enough to want to go back and party with Saya or the guy who, the other guy in Winston-Salem. But if you happen to be down there and you find yourself just a little bit off the beaten path in either one of those places, both of those places are centers of elevated levels of black on white crime and black mob violence, well, just remember what good old Colin likes to say. Don't make the black kids angry.